Hi everybody, thank you so much for checking out my video. Super excited about the video I'm going to do today. So in case you don't know who I am, my name is Amy. I'm a local real estate agent here in Aurora, Ohio. Born and raised, lived here my whole entire life, so I know lots about it. So I help clients relocate to this area or the surrounding areas. I get calls, texts, emails, questions about moving here. I'm more than happy to help you. So if you are moving to this area or thinking about moving to this area, or if you have family or friends that are thinking about moving this area, please send me an email, which I'll put in the description below, and reach out to me and I'll be happy to help any way I can. So let's get started. So today's video is about avoid moving to rural Ohio unless you can handle this. So I'm very curious to see if you can handle this before you move to this area. And so I did a Google search and I found it very, very interesting. And I found 6 things about Aurora, Ohio to see if you can handle this or not. And it's actually pretty accurate, and I want to see if you can handle it. So number 1, high cost of living. Yes, Aurora, Ohio is I would say very high cost of living, but there is a high cost of living in this area. Aurora, Ohio is located in Portage County. Portage County is pretty rural, and so there's different cost of living within Portage County. But within Portage County, you have Aurora, Ohio. And Aurora is, yes, there is higher cost of living here. School districts are prestigious, and I've done another video about the school districts. There's no open enrollment here, so that makes it even more exclusive, and which causes the house prices to maintain itself or to be a little bit higher. But yes, the higher cost of living here, absolutely. I also did another video about affordability in the surrounding areas. So even within Aurora, there are other areas that are a little bit more affordable as well. That's why it's always important to consult a professional, because we know what we're doing. We know how to help you out. We can guide you in the right direction. Google doesn't know everything, okay? Google doesn't have the experience that I do. And yes, I am older than Google. So I can definitely help you out. So please reach out to me with that. But yes, this is true. The higher cost of living, but there's also alternatives to the high cost of living. I have another video about that. Number 2, limited entertainment within the town itself. This is true. And this doesn't really bother me because born and raised here, I'm used to living out in the country in a rural area, so it doesn't really bother me. But yes, the lack of entertainment. In Aurora, there was a theater that had closed for a little bit, but now there's a theater that opened back up. Aurora is adding more housing here, so there's new construction that's going on. There's tons of shopping here. There is a handful of restaurants here, so more suburban feel. It's not city-like at all. Lack of entertainment, yeah, I would have to say. And there's a handful of parks here, so definitely if you're an outdoorsy person with pets or kids or whatever, absolutely. Yeah, but lack of entertainment within the town, yeah, I would have to say, yeah. But, you know, there's other things you can do. There's parks, you can drive to get somewhere. But yeah, I would have to say there's some truth to that, absolutely. So can you handle that? Number 3, public transportation in Aurora, Ohio. I don't think I've ever seen public transportation in Aurora, Ohio. That doesn't mean there's not public transportation in other areas in Portage County, because I know there is. But to my recollection, this is really true. Lack of public transportation. Yeah, can you handle that? Number 4, the need to drive. And I talked about this in my other videos as well. Yes, you got to drive. I'm currently at an open house right now, and I Google mapped it. So from this open house to shopping, maybe 6 minutes. I'm sorry, not shopping, but to the grocery store, it was 6 minutes. And then shopping's probably 5 minutes. But you got to drive, definitely. But you got to drive. And like I said, it's in Portage County. In Portage County, we're a little bit rural here. So not super rural, but you know, suburban rural. So you gotta drive. You got to. So you can't be, can you handle that? Can you handle the fact that you're gonna have to drive somewhere to get somewhere? It doesn't bother me. Even if a 6-minute drive to the grocery store, 10-minute drive to the grocery store, it doesn't bother me. I've never had any issues with it. I've dealt with my whole entire life, and it doesn't bother me. So can you handle that? Number 5, yes, Aurora, Ohio is safe. It's considered safe, absolutely. But then some people feel it's a little too suburban, a little too quiet. And I did another video, and I showed to my open house, I showed how quiet the neighborhood is. So some might not like how quiet it is. I like the quiet. I like to feel safe, especially if, I have family, friends, I want to feel safe. So it's definitely a safe area, absolutely. With the safeness comes quiet, lack of entertainment, but I'm okay with that. I've never had any problems. I've never heard any complaints from clients about it being safe or quiet. I don't know. I enjoy it. I don't have any problems with it. Can you handle it? Can you handle how quiet it is? Can you handle how safe it is? I think you can, Last but not least, traffic. Aurora's location is between Akron and Cleveland. Yeah. Traffic. Yeah, this is another issue with Aurora and its location is you have to drive to get to a freeway. You have to drive to get to the turnpike. And yes, I've witnessed this myself during traffic, during rush hour, those highways to get to the expressway. Yes, it can be a pain in the butt. So that's something to keep in mind. Is it like a deal breaker? Not really. Like I said, I've been dealing with this my whole entire life. I don't have a problem with it. You just got to kind of keep it in the back of your mind. But again, that's why it's so important to consult with a professional. What works for you? What doesn't work for you? Can you handle it? Those are all questions that I can definitely help you with. So I found this very interesting. This is in a Google search. And, I have to say it's pretty close to being accurate. I can handle it. I'm sure you can too. And there's also surrounding areas as well. So if something you don't quite like something, we can definitely find you something else. So like I said, anything I can help you with, shoot me an email. Happy to answer your questions. Like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.